Local rapper Nuke Bizzle bragged about committing unemployment fraud in one of his songs. Well, now he's been arrested for exactly that.
Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You know what it is, man. So, man, today we got an interesting story coming out of Los Angeles, California. And it's about a rapper that's not well known, man. His name is Nuke Bizzle. And Nuke Bizzle is being accused of committing fraud, on the California state government as a part of this whole COVID-19 relief. Now, like I said in the last video that I did about dude from Pretty Ricky, man, they gonna learn, man. Now, we about to get into the specifics of this case, man, but before we get into all that, do me a favor, man. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. All right, now, Nuke Bizzle is a rapper from Memphis, Tennessee, but he actually took up home in California not too long ago, and he calls Los Angeles his home. Now, Nuke Bizzle, whose real name is Frontel Antonio Baines, is facing some real extreme charges, man. Now, the rapper, he's got a couple of videos on YouTube, and in one of his videos, he boasted on YouTube about getting rich by committing unemployment benefits fraud, and he was arrested for that very same video and that very same accusation or crime this Friday. So, and basically on federal charges. Now, the federal charges claim that he's been carrying out a scheme by fraudulently applying for more than $1.2 million in jobless benefits, including those being used with stolen identities. So basically, man, in layman's terms, they're alleging that he stole people's identities, used those identities to fill out fake and fraudulent forms, and then took those forms and got the money, man. So dude was running a real legit scam. Not legit as in he was doing something, legitimately positive, but he was definitely running a scam. So this $1.2 million was actually jobless benefits that were for people who were out of work due to COVID-19. Now, dude was taking this money and living the good life with it. If you go and do a scan of his Instagram, which is still active, dude had so many videos where he was, I'm shopping for a new mansion. I'm doing this. And a lot of these videos are really, really old. So I ain't trying to snitch on the cat, but he basically snitched on himself by talking about the same scam on a video that he dropped. But man, dude obviously has been doing some type of scamming for a while. And man, what have I been saying, man? All these folks, man, all these people, while everybody else was getting their money together, making sure they was buying groceries every week, hampering down, staying in the house, and you see these cats on Instagram, all on YouTube, all over social media. They going to the Gucci store. They going to buy a new car and stuff. Something ain't right about that, man. It always seemed fishy. It looks weird. Why in the world, in the middle of a pandemic, are you not just hampering down on the bare necessities? Why do you got, I understand sometimes you got to buy clothes because clothes are wear and tear. There are things that need to be replaced. But do you got to buy Gucci in the middle of a pandemic? Like, what kind of sense does that make? So, man, a lot of these cats are going to be going down, sad to say. And I hate to wish bad on them, but some of this is just plain stupid, man. You're telling on yourself. Everybody sees this. Everybody sees this. I'm talking about the government sees this. People around your neighborhood sees this. The informants that be at your barbecues and at all your parties see this. Everybody sees this stuff, man. And this dude was living the high life, man. So according to the story from the Los Angeles Times and ABC News out in LA, basically, dude was using the benefits from the California Employment Development Department, and then he was getting issued debit cards, and the debit cards were issued with third-party names, and including most of the identity theft victims. And according to the prosecutors, who alleged that the applications for the cards listed the addresses to which Baines had access to in Beverly Hills and Koreatown. So he's taking people who are already pretty much rich, man. If you live in Beverly Hills or Koreatown, you probably already got some money, right? And he was just using their information to make sure that but you don't know what they're going through, which is crazy. But anyways, he was taking their information to get these debit cards and using the money in that way. I mean, it was an elaborate scheme, but one thing you have to understand is when you're dealing with federal money, you're dealing with state offices, they have an auditing system. They've got to go back and audit every and each transaction. They've got to cross audit it. If anything looks funny, somebody's job is on the line if they don't catch that. So they have to catch it. And you're always going to get caught. Anytime you try to defraud the government, you're going to get caught, bruh. I'm just, hopefully somebody hears this and this saves their life. If anybody comes up to you and says, yo, man, fill out this, man. We're going to do this PPP loans. Let's do this in your name. We'll just get this money and blah, blah, blah. We'll split it. Man, you better run the other way. I'm telling you. And half of these rappers is hurting out here, man. And in order to maintain that image that they would get if they was getting a show every week, 2 shows a week, 3 shows a week, 20 bands, 30 bands, 40 bands, 50 bands every other week, they got to be out here doing some crazy stuff just to keep that up, because that's a lot of money to replace. Imagine if your bills are set on that and you didn't see this COVID thing coming. Nobody saw it coming. Now, you want to maintain that same image. You probably got those same bills. So now you trying to scramble and try to do things. But dude was not a well-known rapper. He wasn't the guy who was getting 20, 30 bands a week. He's not one of those guys. He just seemed like he was using that rapping as a cover-up for what he was doing on the back end, which was pretty much being a scammer. He's a part-time rapper, full-time scammer. I got to give him the benefit of the doubt because all of this is alleged. And maybe he didn't do this. Maybe he's not a scammer at all. Maybe he's just being, prosecuted for, I don't know, something that he just didn't do, or there's some kind of confusion at the accounting office at the California Employment Development Department. But the crazy part about it is he dropped a song that mentioned that same department. The California Employment Department was in the hook of the song that he had just dropped like last week or something like that, in the video and everything. And it was like he was chanting off that he had been scamming this office and this business. Even the news guy was shaking his head like, are you serious, dude? Like, you gonna put them in the hook, the people that you're allegedly scamming for all this money. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. But, man, I expect us to see more and more of this. And I wouldn't doubt if we even see bigger names. Now, it ain't looking good for Baines, though, man. So he was arrested now. He was actually arrested on September 23rd by Las Vegas police, and it was in conjunction with, federal federal authorities or whatnot. And when they caught him, in his possession, he had 8 debit cards on him, and 7 of which were in names of other people that the affidavit stated. So dude has a crazy case in front of him, man. I mean, I wish the best for him, but I don't know what to say, man. If you make a video about the scam that you're committing, are you really even a scammer? Now, in his defense, as an artist, you do have artistic liberty. Just because you paint a picture of who you shot up or you being the biggest gangster in the world and the toughest mobster doesn't necessarily mean that that's true. So you do have that liberty in your art. The problem is when a crime matches exactly what you're playing out in your lyrics, man, it could spell a bad situation for you as the artist and the rapper. Now, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Nuke Bizzle is, being prosecuted unfairly? Or was this dude just one of the world's dumbest criminals? Now, with that, this has been your boy, Big Man. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. And, man, make sure you hit that notification bell so you get a notification every time I drop one of these videos. And we out of here. Peace.